If you want to make a belt but don't feel comfortable working with buckles or grommets and eyelets yet, don't worry, no problem. We'll make a button-up belt instead. You can add multiple buttonholes to make it more adjustable, or just one if you have a specific length you're looking for. So the first step is to make your belt pattern. If you want to use the one that I used, you can download the pattern in the blog article that I linked in the description below. Just adjust it according to the length of your own waist. Then go ahead and cut out your belt pieces. Reinforce the inner corner of your little arrow pieces and clip to the stitches. At this point, I also like to add a dab of fray check to the inner corner, but that's completely optional. It just reinforces it a little bit more to keep that little dot from fraying. Next, you want to sew the end pieces to the belt. Sewing these points is the trickiest part of the tutorial. You need to spread the inner corner of the arrow fabric pieces, the part that you just clipped, and pin it in place. Then sew the seam and pivot exactly on that point where you clipped to. Once sewn, press the seam towards the point of the fabric. You'll end up with little tabs of fabric poking out the sides, and you can clip these off. After you've sewn your belt pieces together, cut out some of your interfacing and apply it to the belt. Now fold the belt in half and sew. Leave a small gap somewhere in the middle of the belt so that you can turn the belt to the right side in the next step. Before turning, make sure to clip your corners so that you can get nice and crisp points, and then turn it to the right side. Don't forget to press the belt to make it flat. Now you want to sew up that little gap that you used to turn it. Now you want to add buttonholes. I just added one buttonhole to each of these end sections, but you can add as many as you want according to how adjustable you want the final belt to be. Now you just have to sew a button onto the other side of your fabric, and your belt is finished.